in the east, Ghana, give at least 1.5 million Rwanda money, so that the cooperatives can come up with small projects that generate income. In the east, we have a project of selling the production. They sell again beans and avocados to the markets and then bring back money for their own interest and for also SIAS. So we call it social for profit project. And we do different research with them as their model. For instance, some of the cooperatives have, for instance, households who used to live in conflict, but now they live in peace and they have some economic activities. Other cooperatives, for instance, and NGOs, is like, for instance, the NGOs that help disadvantaged persons. Like, for instance, street children. I think some of you know Brianne, for instance. We work with her also. She works with an association of helping the street children. So this is one of the activities we normally do even use. Research, projects, and also training like this. So next month we will have course on quantitative research. You can register online. Each program will be costing 50,000. We will teach 3 programs used for computers in quantitative research, like Stata, like Python, and other programs. So that is it. Yeah. So Dr. Buhegi Mohammed is from Bahrain, and he decided to fund this institution called, we can come, they are still present. Yeah. He has a program worldwide called Inspiration Economy. So Inspiration Economy, we have mostly a sign like this. This is like an inspiration. It means the learning from doing things. And the more you do, the more you learn. Yeah. And the inspiration economy of Dr. Buhegi, as a founder of SIAS also, has established in these different societies, like more than 20 societies. He has been establishing this in Mauritania, in Africa, in Ghana, and now in Rwanda, in Sudan, but also in Rwanda. So he has an experience in Africa, and he wanted to inspire most of Africans on economic issues. So we have a number of books there, and articles there. But books, you can come and read anytime you want. It is open library, for free. Whenever you have time, you can come and try to read. But in 2022, he founded in Rwanda SIAS. SIAS are Social Economic Institute for Advanced Studies. So we work like other institutions, but we are new. But there are some established institutions like IPAD, like other institutions, which are policy-oriented. But for us, we are focusing on mostly in community development. Yeah. So that is why we have African Development Lab, and we have been training different people and inspiring at least 200 people since we established, through dialogue, through workshops, and so on. We have also SIAS group on WhatsApp or advocate. So whenever you wish to be our advocate and know from us, you are welcome to give your number to the communication officer, and she can put you on our advocates group so that you can learn from us and we learn from you as well. So now we are going to introduce ourselves. As I said, my name is Dr. Emmanuel Mushimimana. Yeah, I normally studied Masters in Governance and Development from the University of Antwerp, Belgium. I finished in 2011. But also I have a PhD in political economy of East Africa, where I studied mostly the regulation of mining sector in East Africa, Tanzania, Uganda, and Rwanda. So I started in Germany, my PhD. I graduated 2019. So that is what I do. I normally do teach and I inspire also, so that we can develop together. Because East Africa is the poorest region. East Africa is the poorest region globally now. In the entire society, East Africa is the poorest. This is not good. We don't wish to be poorer globally. Of course, Africa is still lagging behind region. Africa ni mugabane ukeneye kisi n'ubukize mu mitungo n'abantu ariko ku mafaranga n'ubukungu burakina. So Africa is the more poorer region, and indeed East Africa is the poorest region over. Yeah, I don't know if you get it. If we have Africa like this, yeah, the East African part, including Ethiopia, Somalia, yeah, Kenya, Rwanda, Burundi, Sudan, Mozambique, and we are the poorest region, including Burundi. Do you know that Burundi used to be very poor? Yes. So the GDP of Burundi is roughly $500. You can even sit here. There are some places so that you get consulted. You can sit here. So when we are talking about Burundi, for instance, is the poorest country. It's among the poorest. Rwanda also is roughly dollars. USD. Here I'm talking about GDP per capita, PPP. It means the money that a person can get a day. No, tubishyize mu mafaranga basanga kenshi ari nka miliyoni imwe cyangwa $900,000. So you can sit anywhere you want. All there. So yeah, that is the point. Yeah. And Rwanda and Burundi are among the poorest countries. And Congo. Yes. Yeah. That is why we have to take action on certain points. And what actions can we take? Yeah. Working hard. Setting up industries, increasing business. and having education. Education which can trigger hormone or which will develop. So when we look at, for instance, the GDP of Kenya is roughly 2,500 USD. At least Kenya and East Africa. And also Tanzania is 2,000. But DRC is just also 550 USD. It is also among the poorest. Yeah, the country. This is Southern years. And if you compare this with other countries like Singapore, yeah? Singapore, the GDP of Singapore is 70,000 USD. You see the gap between two societies? If you see the gap, can you see the gap? Yeah. And to survive this situation, you need to be resilient. Resilient. Resilient, what does resilience mean? Resilience means udaheranwa. In Rwanda we teach udaheranwa to people so that they can have their mindset change. What does udaheranwa mean? Resilience means kwihanganira ibibazo, then you progress. Yeah. If you are young and you don't have money, the solution is not to sleep and cry, is to wake up and going to look for some jobs. Even cleaning the dishes. That is resilience. Yeah. Some young men can say, okay, there is no job for graduates, so I have to sleep and cry at home. No. You can go into other business. Crying is not an option. That is what we call resilience. And we have a lot of books on resilience. And we wanted to open Masters of Resilience Economy. We are still in the process of requesting accreditation from HEC, Higher Education Council. If they allow us, we will open it anytime. So we want to open Masters of Resilience Economy and the Masters of Inspiration Economy. Later on, we will have other masters, for instance, aging economy or youth economy, the youth economy. But the purpose of the main purpose of our workshop is trying to find social solutions together. So, for instance, today we are going to see how we can find the family support and social adjustment of elderly in the later age. Uko wafasha abasaza n'abakecuru mu minsi yabo ya nyuma y'ubuzima yo gukura ubusaza. This is a matter which concerns all of us, because if you don't have old person at home, you have old person in your neighborhood, or yourself you will become older. And then you have to think of how to treat these people. A society which does not respect old elderly persons is not a good society. Yeah? That is why we said, okay, let's today have a discussion, a participatory discussion, on how to take care of elderly persons. Yeah. So that is the introduction of the course of today. Then let me allow you to introduce yourselves before we start with the course. Yeah. Okay, let's start by yeah.
Thank you. My name is Faustin Izaimana. I am youth coordinator at Youth Impact Lab.
Yeah.
And last month I finished my studies the University of Rwanda.
Okay.
I was involved in Bachelor of Science in Applied Statistics.
Science and Applied Statistics. Right, good.
Thank you. My name is Rachel Chiza. I work at Rukundo Initiative.
Rukundo Initiative. Yeah. Okay.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Amos Ndeburuzwa. I'm one member of Youth Impact Hub, as you see, in the place, as well as your mission. I have bachelor's degree in applied statistics, option of actuarial science. So I'm happy to be here, and I had the training for the next quantitative research.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that one. So we work together
Yeah.
as well. It's my domain.
Okay, we
Yeah.
can do it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Thank you very much for today.
Yeah, you are welcome.
Yes, good morning. My name is Hawasa and Felix. I'm on behalf of the Director General of Rwanda Basic Education Boards. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And you are welcome.
Morning. My name is Professor David. I'm coming as individual. Yes.
Yeah, video, yeah. Well, you are welcome. Yeah. Okay.
I'm Yvonne Mujawega. I work with the Rwanda Social Security Analysis.
Very good. We are happy to see you here because you contribute much on this topic. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Izzy Katrina Kuswe. I'm the founder of Youth Impact Hub. We are from the University of Rwanda.
Yeah.
Yes, we are the College of Business and Economics, SFB, but we work entirely in the University of Rwanda, all campuses. We do education promotion, capacity building, empowering people with disability, and peace building activities. So this is part of my team.
Yeah.
Yeah, we appreciate.
Thank you. You are welcome. Yeah.
Thank you. My name is Lingo Elmalek. I'm one of the members.
Okay.
I'm currently a student in the University of Rwanda College of Business and Economics.
Yeah.
And I'm doing a bachelor degree in applied statistics.
Very good.
Economics.
You are welcome.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Musoni Claude. I'm program director for Soko Community Development.
Yeah.
Our main work is working with women empowerment,
Yeah.
youth empowerment,
Yeah.
and also we have a center for the entertainment sport for young people.
Yeah. I know Soko is very nice. I was happy to see Soko.
Yeah,
Right?
thank you.
Yes. Once I visited the place. Amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah. We do good activities. Yeah. Good. Yeah. So we can start now with the course. So let's start with defining the terms, the key terms here. For instance, you have elderly person. Who is an elderly person? Yeah? And who is, for instance, what is, for instance, family support system? Yeah? What is loneliness? And And what is, for instance, social isolation? Yeah. What is cultural perspective that we see in different societies? Taking care of elderly person, and how can we compare Rwanda, Bahrain, Belgium, India, and other countries? And then we have a group discussion. So when we talk about elderly person, we normally mean a person beyond 65 years old. Technically, person beyond 65 years old, but this depends on the society. Some society can get old even at 50. Depending on level of economy and poverty. If you see in some of the rural areas, very poor rural areas, you can find a person getting old at 50. Yeah. Or maybe having other physical disabilities. But mostly, in general, globally, we take 65. So in a period of physical condition, of being old, or maybe having health status which is characterized by lack of enough sleeping, enough sleep, yeah. Sometimes stressed, having difficulties in emotional well-being. Sometimes these are some of the health status of elders. We have what we call later life period, mostly known, but mostly at the very old age period, starting between 80 to 100. Yeah. Yeah. Because 65 you are elder but not so old. You can do something else. You can retire or do farming or do other different activities. But when you are starting to have 80, 100, you can call it later life period. Yeah, mostly characterized by some of brain disease, including being nervous or being anxious and anxiety. Yeah? And later inability to communicate clearly due to Alzheimer's sometimes. I think some of disease for brain, for elders, Alzheimer's. This is linked with forgetting things. Forgetting things. Or dementia. Dementia is also another kind of depression or anxiety of old person. Or having Parkinson's disease. Parkinson's disease happens mostly in rural areas where people use fertilizers or pesticides. These affect the brain, and when you get old, you start shaking. Yeah, shaking, for instance, like this, left or right hand, you start shaking. It is also a disease, but due to other chemicals or other kind of drugs you have been using, which affect the brain. So how to approach and help elderly people? This is so important. So how can we approach an elderly person? This is a nice experience. Myself, I have been living with my elder person. My mother, when she was 65 up to when she died at 75, she has started to develop diabetes also. And due to other difficult situations she passed through, it was a good experience to live with her. But you yourself also have old patients, right? But how do we deal with them? How do we manage them? How do we help them? This is a very important topic we can look at now. Sometimes they are agitating or they are very anxious, so sometimes it is difficult even to help them because they can even sometimes be resistant to the help. Or he can or she can take a knife and cut herself unwillingly, just accident. Or cooking on gas and then the fire out, because she can't manage every stuff. And this is very problematic because in some society they choose to give them special care. In Rwanda, I don't know, there is now policy of elderly. I think you are aware of it. In Minarok, they have a policy of elderly now, how to treat elderly, to take care of elderly. But some countries, for instance, as I said, in Belgium, for instance, they have houses for elderly. Special care for elderly. But and now we are going to see some tips, even technical tips you can use. For instance, keep body language positive. Try not to be angry yourself or doing things angrily, no. Try to be very poor. It is a life cycle. Yeah. Even if it is your mother or father, you are also stressed about her life condition or the life condition, but don't be overstressed. No, try to be positive. It is just a cycle of life. You need to help her or him in a later life. So don't be stressed much. It is also a life cycle. Do not be over demanding. Try to use the materials you have. Don't ask how him a lot of money spent or saying how property or his property because of that. So welcome, Emmanuel. Yeah. You can quickly introduce yourself.
Good morning. So my name is Maidum Shimimana, and I'm the founder and CEO of Latin Arts, community-based company that empower youth in the field of art and technology. So I'm so happy to be here. I'm sorry, late, but I'm glad I'm here.
We are just starting, no problem.
Thank you.
Be comfortable. Yeah. Okay. Good. You will get to know others in a pause. When we talk about treating the elderly, there are tips how to treat elderly persons. And one of the tips is to do not be over demanding. Just use the little thing you have and be patient. If he or she doesn't have enough money to give you, just be patient. Yeah, because it happens that also if you are over demanding, the elderly person can get angry. This is not also good. Try to make a positive attitude. So there is a simple video that I saw on YouTube of UCRA health video for exercise, and we are going to look at it shortly. I don't know if we can do this or not.
resistant to my help, and she's now hard to handle. She hasn't been able to manage her basic day-to-day needs without my help, but she believes she doesn't have any problems and doesn't need help. She's easily agitated and gets upset when I try to get her dressed. I'm just frustrated and I don't know what to do. Mom, where are you? Mom, you're gonna be late for your doctor's appointment. Are you seriously planning on wearing that? It's 80 degrees outside, Mom. Okay, look, let's wear this instead. We don't have time, okay? Let's hurry. Mom. Oh, God, what is wrong with you?
Leave me alone. I can do it.
No.
Leave me alone.
I can help you, Mom.
Don't need your help. Leave me alone.
Dad, do this to me.
Agitation and anxiety can manifest as difficulty sitting still, pacing, fidgeting, acting irritable, afraid, nervous, worried, or just being resistant to help from others. The behaviors are often triggered by a feeling of loss of control, misperceiving situations or actions as threats, unmet needs, inability to communicate clearly, and frustration with tasks or interactions with family and caregivers. Changes in a usual routine can also cause agitation and anxiety. People with dementia, for example, may have impaired insight towards their own cognition and ability level due to their disease. For this reason, they have a hard time understanding their limitations about what they can and cannot do. They may not realize that they need help, as they do not see themselves as having problems. This can lead to agitation when someone tries to help them. How one approaches a person with dementia makes a difference. If you feel angry, impatient, or frustrated, or if you rush someone or seem irritable, they can sense your mood and react with apprehension, resistance, anxiety, and agitation. Agitation can then escalate to inappropriate behaviors, such as eating or biting. It is very important to remember that persons with dementia react and respond to how a caregiver approaches them. How you speak to them is key.
Good morning, Mom. How you feeling?
I'm all right.
Okay, what would you like to wear today? You look good in the green or the blue? Which color do you want to try today?
Need your help. I can do it myself.
I'm sorry that I made you feel that way, okay? You're doing very, very well, and I'm just here to help in case you need me. I know you can do it yourself very well. I love you so much. I just want to be here, okay? Can I stay with you and do this together? Okay, good. So we are going to go to the doctor's, and then we can go get some ice cream. How does that sound?
Oh, that sounds good.
Okay, let's get you dressed, Mom. Let's lose this.